Hello, my lovely, 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 beautiful people, my beautiful friends, you guys. Welcome to my channel. Oh my gosh, I am still so stoked to say that. It still feels so unreal. But it feels good. It feels really, really good. So for those of you guys that don't know me, my name is Noreen. Don't forget to like, subscribe, a thumbs up, you guys. For anything that you guys want to see, please drop a comment below. I have so much knowledge to share. So please, honestly, whatever you guys feel, ask away. I'm an open book. Ask away. So drop a comment below, you guys. Again, welcome to my channel. Oh my gosh, you guys, I still cannot believe it. But thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, thumbs up, you guys. Thumbs up. You're going to be seeing more of me, so I better get a lot of thumbs up. Just saying. For those of you guys that don't know me, I am just fun. I'm a fun person. So I think throughout this video, you're going to laugh. You're going to have all sorts of questions. So whatever questions you have, you guys drop the comment below, because I truly, I want to know more about you guys. So drop a comment below. Let's get to know each other and let's get going, you guys. Let's do some hair. Okay. I have tons of people that ask me, how do I do my hair? What do I use on my hair? What's my secret sauce? How do I get my hair the way it is? And you guys, there's so many different things that I do on a weekly basis to get this. But it has definitely taken me a really, really long time. It has taken me time to figure out what really works. And I think a lot of us don't have the patience. We see all these different things. Again, everyone has really, we all have different hair types, we all have different needs, so it's really honestly just finding that right balance for your hair type, and you're gonna find that works really, really well. So you guys, I just washed my hair. It's freshly washed. I just did this makeup tutorial on my Facebook business page, you guys. I will also link my Facebook on here, so if you guys want to see more tutorials on makeup, I do a lot of it there as well too. So you guys can catch my lives on there. You can catch the replay. You guys can catch it. I will link it below. I will also link my Instagram, you guys, so if you want to follow me. I'm pretty funny, you guys. I'm funny. Okay, so like I said, I just washed my hair. So again, it is freshly washed. I do hair masks, you guys, every single week. It is something that my mom was super strict with me about when I was a kid, and I never did it growing up, and I would always hate the fact my mom would always put oil on my hair, and I would feel super greasy for the day. But you guys, there is always something behind what our moms do, and we necessarily sometimes don't see it, but I promise you guys, there is truth behind it. There is truth. So I'm actually just going to spray my hair with some heat protectant, you guys. I'm using Launch products. So this is the Heat Shield from Launch. I'm going to be using that. So any questions you guys have about the products, please drop a comment below. Like I said, I am open to answering any questions. So just drop the comment below and we will chat. So again, you guys, we want to make sure that we are protecting our hair. We are going in with heat. Heat is not good for our hair. We want to make sure that we are protecting those beautiful strands. So you guys, my secret sauce. Again, I'm not a hairdresser by any means, you guys. This is word vomit. Let's try that again. This is what works for me. And like I said, there is a certain formula that works on my hair, and not everyone is going to have that same formula. So it's honestly trial and error. So I would definitely, you guys, try what I use, and if it doesn't work, switch things around. So I use 5 different types of oil on my hair. I make basically a little I have a little tub that I use, and it just sits right underneath the sink. And I do these treatments every single week, you guys. So what I do is I take 1 part mustard seed oil, 1 part castor seed oil, 1 part almond oil, coconut oil, and I can't remember the last one. Coconut, almond, castor, mustard, and you guys, I'm gonna drop the comment below because I can't remember for the life of me. But it's 1 part for each, and I basically have a little tub right underneath our kitchen sink. And what I do is, and again, this works really well when the oil is really warm. So you want to make sure that you are nuking it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Get it really nice and warm. You don't want it hot, you want it warm. And then you want to massage it into your fingertips, and then take that oil and massage it into your scalp. You want to go in circular motion. That circular motion, pardon me, that is really honestly going to help blood flow to your follicles. So again, that's really going to help open up those follicles. And like I said, this is something that works for me. So I use 1 part of these 5 oils, and you guys, I will drop which 5 oils. I just can't remember for the life of me which one's the 5th, but I will drop it down below. And I use this every single week. So again, I get it really nice and warm, and I leave it overnight. So if you can do it overnight, it works the best. If you can't leave it overnight, put it in your hair, make sure it is really nice and warm. Take a hot towel, put it in the microwave or put it in the dryer. Make sure that it's really nice and warm, and then leave that onto your leave it on your hair till it gets really nice and cool. And so you want to make sure that it's in your hair for at least about an hour at least. If you have to rush, then a half an hour at most. Do not leave it for any less, because you're really not going to get the benefits of it. And then you want to make sure that you rinse your hair out. So you, well, not rinse, you would shampoo, wash, condition. And then I also do leave-in treatments as well too. So sometimes I will do like a keratin mask, or so I do tons and tons of masks, you guys, and I make sure I do one every single week, rain or shine. So I wash my hair twice a week, no more. Okay, you guys, so this is what works for my hair. I have, like I said, I have tried so many different tricks, and it has taken me a really long time to figure out what works for me, and this is truly what works for me. So you guys try it out. Again, like I said, I will drop the comment below on the 5 different oils that I use, and you guys try it out. Like I said, this is what works for me. You might have to kind of manipulate the little formula a little bit to find what works best for you guys. But I want to know what your results are, and you guys, patience. It is not going to work overnight. It takes time. I truly would say close to 1.5 to 2 months before you honestly will realize a massive difference. So give it time, give it, you guys, patience. I didn't have patience, and it truly does take a little bit of time to figure it out. So drop the comment below, you guys, if you want to know more about anything else. Like I said, I am an open book. Okay, so I went in with my heat shield. You guys saw that. And now what I'm going to be using, you guys, is I'm going to be using the Reve, which is honestly my favorite straightener from Launch. I have all of their hot tools, you guys, and I absolutely love this one. It is infrared technology, so it's really good on all hair types. I would suggest, however, if you have either really coarse hair, or if you have fine hair but it doesn't hold a curl, you want to grab this guy. This is really going to help hold those curls, as well as it's going to like kind of give you a really nice sleek shiny finish as well too, because of that infrared technology. Plus, if you have coarse hair, you guys, this is going to be your best friend, because it's really going to get right in there. So again, I love using this to curl my hair, to straighten my hair, to kind of really give me some like wispy curls. So really nice like beachy waves. And you guys, I'm going to show you how to do it. It's super easy. It takes me no longer than 20 minutes. And my hair is decently long. I wouldn't say it's long, but it's decently long. My hair used to be up to here, I want to say, back in January. So it's grown about yay much since then. Again, obviously we haven't been able to go and get a haircut or anything like that, but still doing my oil treatments, still making sure that my hair is really nice and healthy. And you guys are also going to see I don't have any split ends. And I haven't had a haircut since January. And I go every 3 months. So you guys, I take probably about, and again, depending on how thick you want your curls, take about like 1 inch of hair, grab your straightener, and again, depending how tight you really want your curls, you are going to twist. So as many times as you twist, that is as many curls as you're gonna get. I like to do 1.5 turns, because I get just a really nice curl at the bottom. And then if I want to have it a little bit more straight, what I do is I just straighten that little piece. Or I wouldn't turn it too much, it would just be more wispy. And then we just do the same process all over again. And then if you want obviously thicker, just take a thicker piece of hair, and that'll just, again, if you want more curls, take smaller chunks. If you want less curls, take a bigger chunk. So again, and I truly just like to go one direction. Like I don't go like on this side of my hair, I'll turn this way. On this side, I turn the opposite way, but I don't do one strand this way, one strand the other way. You totally can to get a different look. That's totally an option. This is just what works for me. And I like the way my curls turn out this way. So again, if you wanted to turn the opposite way, you totally could. But like I said, this works for me, and I love the way my curls turn out this way. So this is what works. You guys, this is going to be a bit of a video. So bring a drink, bring a cocktail, bring a bag of popcorn. Let's just talk. Let's just hang out. You guys, while I'm also doing my hair, I can tell you a little bit about me. So for those of you guys that don't know me, I have been in, so I am in Calgary, Canada, and I have been here for, I want to say close to, I want to say close to 12 years, but I could honestly be mistaken, and it might be a little shy off of that. But I have been here in Calgary, we'll say for about that amount of time. And my parents actually, they had an opportunity for work here, and so that's why we kind of moved here. We were actually, prior to that, we were in Edmonton. So again, still in Canada, but just honestly, I wasn't a fan of Edmonton, you guys. For those of you people that live in Edmonton and you love it, I'm sorry. I'm just not a fan of it. It was super slow paced. Just didn't find that there was much to do. So I really wasn't a fan of Edmonton. I loved Vancouver, you guys. We lived in Vancouver prior to that. And we lived there for about 4 years. And Vancouver was probably one of my favorite places that we lived in out of the three. It is beautiful. For those of you guys that have not been here, it is just so stunning. So you guys, just on a side note, what I am doing is I'm just going in to see, again, because I am curling, I just want to make sure that I do have straight and then curly, or it's not frizzy. So I'm going in with the straightener and just honestly, wherever I find I need to give a little bit of some straightness. Is that even a word? Some straightness? That is what I'm doing. It's fine. That's what we're going to do. We're going to call it that. We're going to call it straightness. It's fine. But besides that, you guys, I was born and raised in Africa. So I am originally from Nairobi, Kenya. Woot woot. So for those of you guys that are from Africa, for those of you guys that are from Nairobi, you guys, this gal right here, that is where I am from. And we have been out of Kenya for a little bit of time now. I was 11 when we moved. I am 31 now, so you guys do the math on that. We've been here for a bit. We've been out from back home for a very long time. Haven't had a chance to visit just yet, but I'm hoping that my hubby and I can go visit at some point. For those of you guys that also don't know, I recently got married. I wouldn't say recently, but I got married. It'll be 2 years this year in July. So we are still, I still think of us as newlyweds. I think once we reach like the 5-year mark, then we won't be newlyweds. That's just something that I keep telling myself. So I'm going to keep telling myself that. So yeah, I still feel like we're newlyweds. And yeah, we're celebrating our 2 years, no kids. I'm trying to convince my husband to get a dog. He's not a fan. I wouldn't say he's not a fan. He doesn't hate animals. He does love them. It's just, he also loves to travel. And so we find that, well, he finds it's not fair for us to get a pet and not be there for them. So that is why we don't have a pet yet. It's just, we love to travel, you guys. We love to travel. So we love seeing different DJs all around the world. That is actually how my husband and I met. I was actually going to Vegas for EDC. So for those of you guys that don't know, Electric Daisy Carnival is what that stands for. And it's one of the bigger festivals that we have. When I say we, I mean like that's around the world kind of thing. And it's usually, I think they just moved it actually, well, I shouldn't say just, but they moved it recently to May. It used to be in June, so super hot. But long story short, I was going for the festival and I had an extra ticket because one of my friends couldn't make it, and so we were just trying to get rid of his ticket. He unfortunately had to work, and so I was just trying to get rid of the ticket before leaving, and this was literally the weekend before, and I was on Facebook trying to get rid of this ticket, and lo and behold, a friend of his had actually messaged me, and so we don't know each other. I've never met the friend of the friend. It was just super random. And so I said, you know, obviously the festival is next week. I can't ship it out to you. It's just not going to get to you in time. We're sitting at a Friday. The festival's pretty much the weekend after. And tons of people are already leaving because it's EDC week. And so you go basically the week before, and there's just tons of pool parties. There's tons of DJs that go to nightclubs. So it's just a really fun week. So tons of people go basically the week of, and then you're there basically for EDC, and then you head out as soon as EDC is done, basically. So yeah, long story short, we ended up getting each other's contact information, and this was a Friday night, and I was actually getting ready to go to work on the Saturday, and my husband had mentioned, you know what, like, I'll just come and see you right now, like, I'll just grab the ticket. And I said, you know what, like, it's a Saturday, or it's a Friday, and I have work the next day, and I am, like, I don't know how comfortable I am to meet someone at like 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. at night. I know it sounds really horrible, you guys, but I wasn't sure what to expect, and I just needed to get myself a little like prepared. And I know that sounds really funny, but I was nervous to meet him. And so I had told him, you know what, why don't we meet after work? And then I'll just exchange, like, I'll give you the ticket and we can just exchange. You can give me the money, we'll exchange, whatever, have it. And he said, okay, that's totally fine. And so I finished work, and then I told him that my parents actually had a restaurant at the time. So my parents have always been, you guys, big foodies. And so we've had restaurants for as long as I can remember. We've always had restaurants in our family. And so after I was done my work, I had to go and help my parents at their restaurant. And it was just something that I did, you know, I gave them a hand, I helped them out. And so I was on my way there, and I just told him, you know, I do actually have to swing by here. And he said, you know what, that's totally fine. I'll just come get the ticket from there. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever, no big deal. And then, yeah, so he walked in, and I obviously didn't know what to expect. I had no idea what he looked like. I tried to look for him on Facebook, but he just didn't have a picture up or anything like that. And so I didn't know what to expect. Anyways, so he walks to the front counter, and he said, hi, I'm looking for Noreen. And I said, actually, that's me. And so we got talking, and we chatted probably for a little bit. And for those of you guys that have been to EDC or any sort of festivals, or if you know what EDC is, you have to register the tickets. And so he wanted to make sure that, one, I was legit, that I did give him a real ticket. And I had to let him know, like, it's still in the box, like, it's still there. Like, I wouldn't be cheating you. And that was just a way for him to kind of still talk to me. And then he said, thank you. I think we chatted for about like 10 or 15 minutes. And then I didn't expect to hear from him again. So basically that is how I met my husband. I sold him a festival ticket. And so he left for Vegas. We chatted a little bit through the weekend, but not very much. And then he was in Vegas, I think, like on the Wednesday, and I was there on the Thursday. I can't quite remember the dates very well, but yeah, and then we basically just chatted through EDC week itself, just here and there, and we exchanged what we're doing and which pools are we going to, and what time are we going to the show. And so we exchanged kind of information that way, and we hadn't met. Like, we had said, you know what, let's try and meet up, and we can go to a set together, or we had kind of talked about it, but truly, like, we just didn't. And then on the Monday, he had actually, so EDC was done on the Sunday, and then we were still there for the Monday, and then on Monday, he had actually messaged me, and so we met up just that day itself. So we hadn't seen each other the whole week, but again, we were still chatting here and there. And then, yeah, we exchanged conversations. We had a bit of a talk, and then he went his way, I went my way. And then we hadn't talked to each other for about 2 weeks, and I was a little curious as to why he hadn't messaged me. And so I just said, hey, hope you're doing okay. Hope you had a really good time at EDC. Just wanted to see if you wanted maybe to get some dinner, or if you wanted to maybe just hang out. And I have never done that, you guys. I am not a person to reach out to anyone, and so I did. I was just so curious why he said he was going to call me and talk to me, and he hadn't, and it had been about 2 weeks. And so I was just curious, like, a little curious me was just wondering, like, did I say something? Was there something wrong? And so we ended up meeting up for dinner, and that was pretty much it. that was the end of that. And yeah, so that is how my husband and I met, you guys. Crazy, crazy, crazy story. So a little bit about me. But yeah, crazy journey, but the best thing in my life, you guys. He has been the greatest gift. So I truly am so thankful for him and thankful for our experience and our journey to finding each other. I honestly did not think I would meet someone like him, nor did I think I would, you know, you never kind of think things like that would happen, but it did. And like I said, I am so blessed to have him in my life, and truly just thankful. Truly just thankful. So you guys can tell, like, again, really nice, and you can see that really nice shine that's happening. Again, like you can see, I'm doing one direction. I'm really not going in different directions, but you could totally go. Guys, I gotta figure out how to hold this. I haven't done this one in a while. You can go a completely different direction. I'm just so used to doing the one direction because it works for me. But again, you could totally go a different direction. What that does is it just gives you different waves each side. So again, find what works for you. Find what you like. Again, this is also trial and error. And I like to hold my hair right here as well too, because sometimes I find I am chatty catty. So sometimes I find I will tug at my hair a little too much, and then I find that, ooh, that was a little harsh on my hair. So I like to just hold it sometimes if I am chatting or if I'm not paying too much attention. And when I get to like the front pieces, I do take smaller pieces, just because then you get a few more pieces, a few more curls, and it just looks really, really nice. So again, holding my hair right there, as you can tell, it is really nice and hot. It is hot and warm. So just be careful with your fingertips too. But yeah, that's a little bit about how my husband and I met. So like I said, we are hitting 2 years this year. So it has been a crazy, crazy journey, but an amazing one nonetheless. And you guys, the funniest part too was we have been in Calgary. We have been at the same venues. We both love music, so we've been to the same, like I said, same venues. We've been probably like arm's length, honestly, and just never met each other. And it just so happened that we were across the world, and that happened. Like, I mean, we met here, but it was a festival that was across the world that we were heading to. So it's quite crazy. It's quite insane, but things happen for a reason, you guys. They truly do. So again, as you can see, just taking really small pieces. And also, you guys, I don't know if you can see in the light very much, but I do have a little bit of some blonde pieces. So what that does, for those of you guys that have blonde hair, blonde pieces, you want to make sure that you are taking care of those little strands really, really nice and well. So I actually, if I am going to be in the sun a little too long, I actually take, and it's another little thing from Lange as well too. It's called the marula oil, you guys, and I take that. So if I'm going to be in sun, I want to make sure that I am protecting my hair still, because you will find that your blonde is going to, it's not going to be as blonde. It's going to go more brassy. So you want to make sure that you are protecting your strands. So I use the marula oil from Lange as well too, and I'll take that and spritz it and sometimes this depends on like how old my hair is. If my hair is just freshly washed, I will take it just on the palms of my hands. I warm them up, and then I just quickly comb it through the ends of my hair. If my hair is 3 or 4 days old, I'll just spritz it right on it. So I won't worry about it too much because I know that I am going to wash my hair. However, if my hair is freshly washed, I am a little bit cautious just so that it doesn't get too oily. And again, you don't want to use too much of it. It's not super oily unless you use too much of it. So again, proportionately use it and it'll work. It'll work just fine. And you guys, I naturally have like wavy-ish hair. My hair used to be super curly, back in the day when I was a youngin', and then I did everything crazy you could possibly think of to it, and so it's not as wavy curly as it used to be. But I try not to put too much heat on my hair as well too. So if I have washed it, sometimes I just like to air dry it and then honestly not do anything to it for a day or two. And then if I feel like I want to do something to it, then I'll do it day 3 or 4. But if I am going to work, it's a working day, and I do wash my hair, I will definitely attempt to have the same curls for a few days before I go back in. So what I also like to do is to help my curls stay. I'm going to show you guys, actually, I'm going to use the Trois Chic, and that's from Lange as well too. And it is amazing because it's got 3 different settings that you can use for how much of the hairspray you want to come out of the hairspray. So it's lovely because you can do that. So again, depending how much hairspray you want, you can totally, like, look at that, you guys. You can kind of pick and choose. And that I will use day 1, day 2 if I touch it up as well too. Because what I'm doing is I'm just honestly brushing to see if I need to straighten a little piece or not. So I kind of just run my fingers through, and if I feel like I need to kind of either go over a little piece or and then you guys, for the top part, what I do as well too is I'll just back comb that just a tiny bit, not a whole lot, and then I straighten just a tiny smidge. And then I go in. So again, always just kind of holding my hair just so I have a little bit of support and I'm not tugging my hair too hard. So hey guys, that's a little bit about me. I have a little bit more. I have a younger brother. He is about 4.5 years younger than I am. If you asked me when we were younger, if we had an amazing relationship, I would tell you absolutely not. We have definitely grown, and he is, I want to consider him like, well, I do consider him like one of my best friends. We have an amazing relationship, and it definitely took some time to get here, but he is truly, I am so blessed to have him as my brother. I am blessed to have the relationship that we have, and so definitely that's one thing. If you asked me a few years ago, I would say nope. Our relationship is definitely not, but like I said, he is one of my closest friends. We go to festivals together as well too. There's about 4.5 years between us, but I enjoy every minute with him, and we definitely have grown to like each other a little more, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, so that's a little bit more about me. You guys, if you have, let's play a little bit of a game. If you have a crazy relationship with your sibling, or whatever relationship you have with your sibling, you guys drop a comment below. I'm super interested, because every time we go to restaurants or anything like that, people are kind of amazed. You guys are brother and sister. Like, you can see the resemblance, but we are definitely close, and I think a lot of people maybe don't have a close relationship with their siblings, so maybe that's a little different. But yeah, drop a comment below, you guys. I'm definitely interested to see what kind of relationship you guys have with your siblings. All right, you guys, so front part, what I like to do as well too is I'll give that a bit of a back comb, and then this is where you kind of want to part your hair, whichever way you normally would part it, because this is where you are going to kind of leave it on there for a few minutes. So I part my hair usually this way, and then what I'm going to do is I am going to take small pieces of this. So again, the smaller you take, the more curls you'll get. And I'm actually going to go this way for this one. And you guys, this is very lightweight as well too. So it looks like I'm putting a lot of effort to turning, but I really am not. It is super, super lightweight, like super, super lightweight. I don't feel like I'm putting any sort of pressure, or like it's really, really light on the hand. And they do come in different colors too. So if you do not like the blush, you don't have to get the blush. I have everything in blush, which is why I like the blush. So look at that. I just honestly, like, so take it that way. And then you guys, this is where hairspray is super, super handy. So again, like I said, this has an auto shut off, so you can just leave it. It'll auto shut off after 30 minutes, which is amazing, because I don't know, for those of you guys that have the same habit as I do, I'll leave the house and then tell my husband, oh my gosh, I think I left the straightener or curler on, and he'll literally say, we have to drive back home now. I'll say yes. So fun thing, you guys, here, I don't know if you can sort of see that. It's got that one's actually high, and then medium, and then low. So you can twist the little nozzle depending on how much you want. I'm going to do medium. And then what I do, you guys, is I kind of lift, spray, lift, spray. So that is just going to give you that volume. Lift, spray, spray. And I know it looks a little messy, you guys, right now, but it just helps with the volume piece, and then you brush out. And then I basically just, and then I like to just grab from the bottom, and then I kind of just like scrunch it, but not like too hard. I like to scrunch it a little bit because it adds that texture to the bottom. And then I'm going to do the back. Scrunch. And then same thing on this side. Scrunch. Perfect. So then I like to just leave it, honestly, for probably like a few minutes, so I don't play with it. I just leave it as is. Let it just sit the way it is sitting right now. And then if you want it to be a little looser, go in with, I don't want to do it just because I just sprayed it, but go in with a comb. So again, wide tooth comb, that is what you want to go with. And then just brush right through. It'll separate those curls really, really nicely. But again, leave that hairspray on there. And you guys, this hairspray is so phenomenal. Trois Chic from Lange. So you guys, this is like my favorite hairspray. It is super long lasting. It doesn't feel like it's sticky in any which way. Like your hair still feels really nice and you can comb through it. I don't want to play with it too much right now just because we did just spray it. So we'll leave that on there for a few minutes and then we'll go in and comb it. But you guys, that is basically the finished look. Like, isn't that amazing? And again, really nice shine. Just really nice and soft. So again, you guys, like I said, you're going to have to play and figure out what works for you. Everyone has different hair types. Not a hairstylist in any which way. This is what I found that works for me. And then you guys, another thing before I jump off of here is I will sleep with a hair tie just like this, so it's a little less pulling on the hair. So if you want your curls to also last, take a scrunchie like this, and you're going to take your hair and you're going to wrap it, and then you're going to slightly, so don't tie it too tight, you're going to tie it and leave it really low. You want it to fall the way your natural hair does fall. Do not put it right up here because you will find you'll get a lot of fallout. So another nice trick for you guys as well too is don't tie your hair too high up. You will find that you are going to get a lot more hair loss because your hair does not naturally fall upwards, it falls downwards. So you want to make sure if you are tying your hair up at night, loose at the bottom. Thank you guys so much again. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop a comment below. I will, like I said, drop my Facebook as well too, so if you guys want to see more of it, catch me on there. I'm there pretty much every single day, so you guys can catch more of me on there. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys all so very much, and I am so thankful to be on here. So thank you guys so much. You guys don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys soon.